What's up, Morty gang? I'm Bryce Mortensen, and there's my bigger brother, Zachary Mortensen.
Okay, I see how it is, but I still think my lists are better than yours.
So today, what we're doing is the defensive is and special team and the head coach is all time.
Yes, if they were to do an all pro for the entire body of the player's career work of all time,
And for Zach
we're
for,
going to do today.
for Zachary, he decided to do two defensive tackles on both teams instead of long snappers. I just named the two long snappers I knew in NFL history.
I just know of one, Charlie Hewitt, who's the current one for the Browns.
You'll see
There's
who
only,
I know. You'll see who I know.
but for my edge defender one, I have Lawrence Taylor, three
Monster.
time DPOY, only
MVP.
And yeah, only defensive MVP.
Two. There's two.
You
The Viking
130 sacks.
the Vikings guy had an MVP.
Oh, John Randall.
Yeah. I think it was John Randall. Continue while I figure that out.
And then number two, I got, or at the other starting edge would be Reggie White, the Minister of Defense. You know,
Monster.
198 sacks, second all time in sacks, 8-time first team All Pro, 13 Pro Bowls,
Alan
two
Page.
Alan Page. Okay, yeah, of the Purple People Eaters.
Yeah.
Super Bowl winner. Two-time DPOY. Dude was a beast. 33 forced fumbles. He
Monster.
could do it all. He just would get at the quarterback and get at anybody else, like on the run. Or he was just one of the greatest defenders of all time. For the second team edge, I have Bruce Smith, who has the most sacks all time in history with 200. He also
Monster.
has 8 team All Pros and 11 Pro Bowls. And he has over 1,200 tackles.
I believe he's second. I think he's second in all-time sacks.
Second, who has more than 200?
Oh, I thought Bruce Smith had. I thought Reg. Oh wait, you're right. I was thinking of Reggie White second.
Yeah, Reggie White has 198 and is 2-time DPOY.
Yeah.
And then my other one, I have Deacon Jones.
Monster.
All of his stats are unofficial because they didn't have, or most of his sacks are not official because they didn't have them when he was playing. They weren't official stats. But he was a 2-time DPOY, 5-time first team All Pro, 8-time Pro Bowler. They say he had like 173 and a half unofficial sacks and had 26 unofficial sacks in a 14-game 1967 season.
Monster.
Yes, he was. Not that I would know from experience, but
You get destroyed by Deacon Jones.
I would say most players in today's NFL would probably get destroyed by Deacon Jones. For the D tackle one, I have Merlin Olsen. He was voted to 14 Pro Bowls and 5 All Pro first teams. And he was on the 75th anniversary team.
Well
And a member
deserved.
of the decade teams. Not much more you could say than a dominant figure, a good dude, a good human
Down the
being.
middle.
Down the middle. My other number one is Aaron Donald. 3-time DPOY,
Should have won an MVP.
sacks in multiple seasons. Probably the most dominant defensive tackle in history.
He very well might be the greatest player in NFL history.
My DT2, I have Mean Joe Green.
You just listen to his name. He's mean.
Yeah, he just was a terror on those Steelers teams in the 70s. Four-time Super Bowl winner, 10 Pro Bowls, five All-Pro first teams, 75 and a half unofficial sacks, and 16 fumble recoveries. He was one of the anchors of those very dominant Steelers teams, the Iron Curtain, as they were called. He was very much feared. And then my other DT2, I have none other than Warren Sapp.
Monster.
Oh, most definitely.
I'm Super Bowl champion.
Just trying to pull up his stats.
He's
I
just a
had him on.
mon. He
Oh, yeah. One-time Super Bowl champs, seven
with
Pro Bowls, first team All Pros, 96 and a half career sacks, Hall of Famer,
all
DPOY,
most of
the
these guys.
all decade team in 2 decades in the 90s and 2000s. For my linebacker one, I have the murderer himself, Ray Lewis.
Yep. No,
Just
yeah.
one of the smartest defenders, most imposing leaders,
Most
just
tech.
kind of the character of
I believe
those great defensive teams that Baltimore had.
isn't he a
Two,
two-time Super Bowl champion?
yeah, unfortunately, two-time Super Bowl champion, 13 Pro Bowls, seven All-Pro first teams,
Most tackles.
1,500 tackles, and 41 and a half sacks.
Doesn't he has the most tackles in NFL history, and I believe he has the most in one season.
He very well could. My other linebacker one is Derek Thomas, nine
Monster.
Pro Bowls, two first team All Pros, 126 and a half sacks, and he was enshrined. He's a Hall of Famer. My other linebacker one is Ted Hendricks, eight Pro Bowls, four first team All Pros, four-time Super Bowl champion, and a Hall of Famer. Just an electric dude who would impose his will on the field. And my other linebacker one is, or my linebacker
Was
two, or actually, Ted Hendricks was linebacker two. Dick
yeah.
Butkus was the last linebacker one. 8 Pro Bowls, five first team All Pros, Hall of Famer, just Bears legend. He never won a Super Bowl with the Bears, but he did uh, man their defense.
But we
But he
forgot to mention.
did make a Pro Bowl in either all eight or 8 out of his 9 seasons.
Yes, he did.
And last linebacker, or my last two linebackers, I have Bobby Bell, who is a one-time Super Bowl champion with the Chiefs, 9 Pro Bowls, and 6 All-Pro teams, first teams at those. And then my last linebacker is Jack Lambert,
Monster.
another member of the Iron Curtain. One of the toughest players of all time. He played a game with a broken leg in the playoffs, helped his team win.
Which is impressive. Which is impressive because it's very of him playing with a broken leg because it's said to be not be able to walk on a broken leg.
Yeah. And he was just running around tackling people. And then I have for my cornerback one, I have Deion Sanders.
Prime time.
Yeah, prime time, Deion Sanders.
There's nothing
Two
that
times in 16, six first team All Pros, 8 Pro Bowls, 53 interceptions, and 9 of those for touchdowns, which is fourth all time. Hall of Famer.
there was nothing he couldn't do.
Yeah, there wasn't.
Pretty much all
My
he couldn't do was punt the football.
my other cornerback one is Rod Woodson, 11 Pro
Mon-
Bowls, 6 first team All Pros, third in interceptions, Hall of Famer as well. He had 71 career interceptions. Steelers legend, unfortunately.
Super Bowl champion.
Yeah, one-time Super Bowl champion with the Baltimore Ravens. Disgusting. And then my cornerback two, I have Charles
Re-
Woodson, a one-time Super Bowl champion, 9 Pro Bowls, 3
very well,
All Pros, and
very well,
65, 11 returned for touchdowns.
very well could have had 2 Super Bowls if there wasn't no tuck rule.
Yeah, should have, but you
Heisman
know,
winner.
yeah,
Heisman winner.
only Heisman winner. And then my other one is Darrell Revis Island. Dude had probably one of the best seasons ever for a cornerback, going up against all the top talent, just shutting them down all year. Helping the Jets make it to the conference championship twice. A Super Bowl champion too with the Patriots. And
Yep.
he had 7 Pro Bowls and 4 All Pro first teams and 29 interceptions.
Yep.
For my safety one, I have Ed Reed.
There's nothing he couldn't do on the
Yeah,
defensive end.
he would just read the quarterback. He would bait him into being where he would want them to be. 64 career interceptions, 9 Pro Bowls, 5 first team All Pros, and a Super Bowl champion, unfortunately, with the Ravens.
Oh, it's not a 2-time?
No, his first year was in 2002. They won in 2000.
Oh, okay.
My other safety one is Ronnie Lott, 63 three interceptions, Hall of Famer, 10 Pro Bowls, 6 All Pros, 4-time Super Bowl champion, monster, big shoulder pad dude.
One of the reasons for that 49ers run.
Yeah,
The
probably the 8
the
defenses.
Yeah, one of the most underrated part of those 49ers teams was their defense. They
Yes.
all they thought about was having Joe Montana and Vince Young. They also had
Steve
him.
Young was the quarterback for
Uh,
Texas and Titans.
yeah, and he's not even the same race.
Yeah, Troy Polamalu is my safety too. 32 career interceptions, 8 Pro Bowls, 4 All Pros. Unfortunately, another guy with 2 Super Bowls for the Steelers.
Pat McAfee's least favorite player.
Yeah, Pat McAfee's least favorite player. And he was probably one of the smartest players ever to play the game, just instinctually would know. People said that he just would just instinctively just know where to be, and many times he would. And it was he was an exciting player to watch. Unfortunately, as disgusting as it sounds to say that a Steelers player was an exciting
Just,
player,
just, just like he
but
said, one of his teammates said he was talking to Jesus.
yeah, he was talking to Jesus, and he would just jump over the line when you would try and kick a field goal,
And it's just like, take it
which you
for
which you unfortunately can't do, which is very interesting. But actually, that would be good because the Browns probably would have lost most of their games because all of their kicks would have been blocked from
Yes.
KD.
If they were not wide.
Yeah, but good thing we got Dustin Hopkins now. And then my safety two is Allen Tunnel. Emlyn Tunnel, two-time Super Bowl champion, 79 career interceptions, 9 Pro Bowls, 4 first-team All-Pros. For my kicker, I have Morton Anderson, career leader, I believe, in points.
No,
What?
that was
Harry, who is kicker
Adam.
two.
Adam Vinatieri beat him.
Yeah, Adam Vinatieri is the kicker two. Hunter one, I have Ray Guy. Hunter two, I have probably the most entertaining special teams player of all time, Pat McAfee himself.
Greatest onside kicker of all time.
That two. Kick returner one, none other than the man that could take it to the crib like no one else.
Colts
I know he knows
legend.
the record, but he has 8 career touchdown off of kick returns.
Colts legend.
I have the person who is number one, Cordell Patterson, 9 punt return touchdowns.
Doesn't he have a Super Bowl?
Oh yeah, I think he won a Super Bowl with the Patriots. For punt returner one, I have Devin Hester, the most electric or elusive return man of all time.
He won. He almost won a Super Bowl.
Touchdowns, and then number 2 punt returner, I have Eric Metcalf, who has 10 career punt return touchdowns. So that's my list for defense and special teams. Hope you guys enjoy. We'll see you guys again later.
Peace.
Peace.